Assalamu alaikum and welcome back once again to Today in African History with Baba Shaka. I'm Baba Shaka and today is March 2nd, 2021. And as you are aware, or as some of you are aware, March is Women's History Month. Today we're going to take a look at a woman who dedicated her life working on behalf of African people in general and women in particular in these yet to be United States. But before we get into her story, please allow me to thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. For those of you who are new to this channel, please give us your support by becoming subscribers. Just tap that subscribe button and it's done. All right, let's examine this sister who has worked so much on our behalf but is still relatively unknown. Educator, civil rights activist, writer, suffragist, and political organizer, Addie Hunton was born in Norfolk, Virginia on June 11, 1866 to Jesse and Adelaide Waits. After her mother died when she was very young, she moved to Boston, Massachusetts to live with her maternal aunt. Hunton earned her high school diploma at Boston Latin School and in 1889 became the first black woman to graduate from Spencerian College of Commerce in Philadelphia. In 1893, she married William Alpheus Hunton, who had spearheaded the establishment of services for blacks in the Young Men's Christian Association, or the YMCA, in the city. Soon after their marriage, the couple moved to Atlanta, Georgia, where Hunton worked as a secretary at Clark College and helped her husband with his YMCA work. In the wake of the Atlanta race riots in 1906, the Huntons moved to Brooklyn, New York. They had 4 children, but sadly, only 2 survived infancy. In 1907, the Young Women's Christian Association, or the YWCA, took note of Hunton's work for the organization and appointed her secretary to work among black people. She began to tour the South and Midwest, drawing a number of influential black women to the YWCA. From 1909 to 1910, Hunton took her children to study at the Kaiser Wilhelm University in Strasbourg, France, after which she enrolled in courses at the College of the City of New York. In 1914, unfortunately, her husband William died. From 1906 to 1910, Hunton served as a national organizer for the National Association of Colored Women, NACW. She also became a leading suffragist supporting black women voters at the National Women's Party Convention in 1921. Following the ratification of the 19th Amendment giving women the right to vote, whites continued to deny black women the vote, particularly in the South. Hunton pressured white suffragist leaders to support the black woman's vote. Her effort brought the issue to public attention. Now, during World War I, Hunton and 2 other African women became the only women workers assigned by the U.S. Army to work with 200,000 segregated black troops stationed in France. When Hunton returned to the United States in 1919, she and her co-worker Kathryn Johnson wrote about their experience with the troops in the book Two Colored Women with the American Expeditionary Forces, and that was published in 1920. By the third decade of the 20th century, Hunton had become a peace activist. Her determination to contribute to that cause led her to resign from the YWCA and become a part of the international peace and Pan-African movements. Hunton worked as vice president and field secretary of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or the NAACP, and she helped to organize the 4th Pan-African Congress in 1927. In 1926, she wrote a report on Haiti condemning the U.S. occupation of that country. Addie Hunton later published a book about her husband's life and work entitled William Alpheus Hunton, a Pioneer Prophet of Young Men, and that was published in 1938. She died in Brooklyn on June 21st, 1943, having dedicated her life to issues of racial and gender equality. Now again, I would like to remind you that this presentation is not enough to fully cover the life and contributions of this tremendous woman. I urge you to take some time and dig further into the life and contributions of Addie Hunton. So until tomorrow, inshallah, this is Today in African History with Baba Shaka. Masalam.